trust me. And then eventually it wants to open its mouth, and I'm gonna just very gently push just a little bit. Again, I've talked to you guys before. Hello and welcome to my channel, Boo Snakes and More. For more videos like this, also watch my other house channel, A&A Snakes and Stuff. My youngest son's channel, Henny's Toys and Games, or my oldest son's channel, Little Chris 10. Today we're going to be talking about DC heroes, so let's dive in. Some DC heroes learned early that Batman is not to be messed with, and death is merely a vacation. But they always seem to forget these vital lessons. DC Comics has presented readers with the greatest heroes in comics. These heroes have proven to be intelligent and adaptable, doing their best to keep up with the villains of the multiverse. Superheroes are known for teaching lessons from the painful ones. They teach villains to the uplifting ones. They teach the general public and readers. However, the years have proven that the DC superhero community may not be the best at remembering some of the lessons they've been taught over the years. DC history is full of moments where the heroes should have known better. From particular instances where the heroes definitely should have done something different to cases where they do something stupid over and over again. There are some important lessons that the heroes have ignored. They've paid dearly many times for their inability to learn their lessons.
The DC universe is full of gods, aliens, and scientific anomalies. Let's check out the 10 strongest DC characters right now. Supergirl is not Superman's only...
It's kind of the opposite of it.
Time travel is a pretty unique...
Meet the Coast WPH 30R 1000 lumen headlamp, sealed tight to withstand full submersion. It's rechargeable and features an adjustable beam with dual colors to...
The Kryptonian cousin in the DC multiverse.
When someone walked into a pet shop, they were like, I see this person...
Time travel is a pretty unique power. There are several villains. Time Commander Cronus, the Time Trapper, and others, with the power to control the flow of time, as well as heroes who can move through the ages, like the Flashes, Rip Hunter, Booster Gold, and Wave Rider. Time Traveler can be a finical mistress, and stories like Flashpoint and Batman, the gift show that when a hero decides to try and change history, it's always going to lead to something terrible. Barry Allen, traveling back in time to save his mother, created a Flashpoint reality. Booster Gold decided to save Batman's parents for a short period as a wedding gift, trapping Batman in a terrible reality. Crisis on Infinite Earths saw the heroes send the villains back in time to help Kiana, and they failed. Time travel seems like a good way to solve problems, but in the end it always backfires on everyone. At this point, heroes should know better than to try to go back in time and change things, because instead of making things better, they always make them a lot worse. The fact that they've ignored this lesson so many times is flabbergasting.
But it's really dust-free, and we think it's really good. And that doesn't mean anything.
9. The Guardians of the Universe are bad at their jobs.
I'm just here to try to provide a really...
The Owens are among the oldest races in the universe before humanity even existed. The Aurons were there, perfecting themselves and their technology. Eventually, the Aurons evolved into immortals who could tap into the green energy of willpower at godlike levels. They decided to use their power and technology to protect the universe and became the Guardians of the Universe. That's right. When the trouble started, The Guardians' first attempt to create a universe peacekeeping force created the Manhunters, robots that ended up killing nearly every being in Sector 666. The Guardians imprisoned Parallaxa, the fear entity inside the central power battery, and didn't tell anyone. The Guardians created the Third Army, a failsafe to destroy the Green Lantern Corps. If they went rogue, the Guardians of the Universe's motives are good. The more powerful should help protect those weaker than them. But they always find suitable ways to sabotage themselves in the Green Lantern Corps. They keep secrets that definitely shouldn't be kept. Secrets that have straight up endangered the people of the universe. Trusting the Guardians completely is a foolish proposition. And anytime the Guardians of their help, the heroes should keep a close watch on them. Number 8. Batman's never going to stop making plans to defeat everyone. Batman holds a high place in the superhero community, standing alongside Superman and Wonder Woman as the Trinity. Batman has saved the day numerous times. His intelligence and resources allowing him to make a huge difference even in battles where he seems to be completely outmatched. Batman is a great ally to have, as he'll do whatever it takes to keep innocent people alive. However, Batman is also a protagonist. Batman created plans that would allow him to kill any member of the Justice League if they went evil, with Ra's al Ghul installed, and tried to use to destroy the U. That was the nerdy one that you heard there in the background.
You do these videos just to piss me off.
Batman created the Justice Blaster armor, which was specifically designed to fight the Justice League. Batman created Failsafe, a robot that could adapt to pretty much anything, which was meant to kill him, but also could destroy any individual hero Batman knows the weakness of.
Who wasn't fully made by Batman.
Batman plans for the worst, and it makes sense that he would make plans to kill heroes in case they were evil.
Fun fact, Batman did not make Failsafe. He did, but he didn't. Batman's alternate personality, Batman Zur-En-Arrh, made Failsafe and then erased everything about Failsafe from his mind so Batman couldn't stop Failsafe. And Failsafe got activated when the Penguin faked his death by thinking that Batman killed him.
But if you have any other questions, stay tuned until the end for the frequently asked questions because I'm sure I will answer it there. I'm 22, I'm not 50.
The main problem the first time it was discovered was that he never told anyone, and it was used against them. After that first time, it seems like the heroes keep getting mad at him whenever they discover just how far he went in planning to kill them. Batman can't help but plan for everything, and everyone knows he makes these kinds of plans. Getting mad at him is futile and a waste of energy.
Let's go.
Number 7. Every universal force has some kind of terrible secret. The DC multiverse is home to multiple sources of energy that are intellectual to its existence. The emotional spectrum, magic and the forces, the speed, strength, still, and saga are all examples of this. And Sage are all examples of this. These energy forces have fueled multiple heroes and villains, allowing them to pull off the superhuman feats that they are known for. After years of using these powers, heroes and villains think they know everything about the energies that they've tapped into, such as the Speed Force. They are often mistaken.
She's a really, really pretty girl. And I got her at an NARBC.
The Speed Force has been doing some strange things lately, revealing there's more to it than meets the eye. The Green Lantern's yellow impurity came from the fear entity Parallax being trapped in the central power battery and was the first sign of the emotional spectrum of power, which led to the attack of the Black Lantern. Magic is a powerful force, but at its center lies the other kind, powerful magical entities that are the source of all evil magic in the multiverse. The universal forces can be quite useful, but they always reveal some hidden cost or new damaging facts. Many heroes and villains have found themselves in a lot of trouble when something like the Rot shows up, a hidden force that was the shadow of the green and the red. There's always a secret one that makes everyone's lives that much harder. Number 6, the multiverse is never really dead. The DC multiverse can be a complicated place. The multiple Earths all have their own versions of heroes and their own dangers. Ones that can challenge heroes you aren't familiar with them. The multiverse is vast, but there are some beings out there with the power to destroy it, which is what happened during Crisis on Infinite Earths. The multiverse was destroyed, with several Earths being combined into one to create a composite Earth. Despite the destruction of the multiverse, several beings still had memories of it. Was Psycho Pirate able to manifest beings from the multiverse? Even with the multiverse gone, there were still the Elseworlds, alternate Earths, where heroes, villains, and events were quite different. The multiverse was remade in the aftermath of Infinite Crisis, with new Earths that were very much like some of the old ones. And the end of the multiverse was only the beginning, as it's since returned. Every time it seems like the multiverse is gone, or there are no alternate Earths, something happens that proves that it's still around. There's always some way to bring it back to existence, or some enemy hiding its existence for their own goals. Number 5, very few people stay dead. Superheroing is a difficult job. Anytime two people fight, there's a chance of injury or death, and many heroes and villains have learned this lesson the hard way. DC has been home to some emotional deaths, ones that have seen the heroic community mourn their fellows. Many big-name heroes have died and have been mourned, returning to life not long after. Even lower-level heroes come back to life. Superman's death was a huge deal, but he was back not long afterwards. C-list heroes like Ice, Blue Beetle 2, Jason Todd, and many more have all returned to life. Villains like Darkseid, Doomsday, Doomsday, and the Anti-Monitor always return. For villains, it's even more definite that they'll come back to life. Even Z-list villains have been resurrected. Death in the DC multiverse is a revolving door. When the Justice League was thought dead in battle with Pariah and the Dark Army, no one should have batted an eye, as even if they were dead, they'd come back. Death is a vacation for the heroes and villains of the DC multiverse.
Why do they hold funerals anymore?
Number 4, don't leave the anti-monitor.
No. Why do they hold funerals anymore in the DC universe? I mean, they know that the person's just going to come back from the dead, or they're going to find a clone of that person, or a version of that person from another universe that is the exact same as that person from their universe. I mean, Jason Todd originally came back from Superboy Prime punching a hole into reality itself.
I ain't even gonna get through all 10 because he's gonna keep doing nerd rants.
That ugly motherfucker.
Number 4, don't leave the Anti-Monitor and his technology behind after beating him. The Anti-Monitor was the ultimate foe of DC's heroes, as outlined in the epic Crisis on Infinite Earths. The Anti-Monitor was the ruler of the antimatter universe and began attacking the other universes of the multiverse, destroying them with waves of antimatter and absorbing the energy. The heroes of 5 Earths banded together to stop him, fighting a war that seemed all but lost, until they were able to turn the tides. The Anti-Monitor was destroyed, or so they thought. The Anti-Monitor's armor was found by Alexander Luthor in Superboy Prime, who made it part of Luthor's tower. Tapping into the residue energies to access multiverse energy, Sinestro was able to find the Anti-Monitor's armor after Luthor and Prime were defeated and resurrected him, making him into one of the Sinister Crops. Guardians. He was defeated by the Guardians of the Universe, but his armor became the base for the Black Lantern's power battery. Ferrara was able to copy the Anti-Monitor's technology and armor design to tap into greater power during Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths. The Anti-Monitor is the most dangerous threat ever, with the highest kill count of anyone in the multiverse's history. Leaving behind any of his equipment, from his armor to his other technology, is just asking for some villain to go and find it, allowing them access to power that they didn't have before. Someone should have the job of making sure that the Anti-Monitor's equipment is destroyed or can't fall into the wrong hands. 3. Trophy rooms are just asking for trouble.
Okay, so on the bottom row here we have Ramona. She's basically black and white.
Many of DC heroes are somewhat sentimental, which has led to them keeping mementos of their victories. In a way, this makes sense, mostly because it's always nice to celebrate one's accomplishments. And heroes like Batman, Superman, Green Arrow, and others create trophy rooms. These rooms contain objects related to old capers, and sometimes even contain powerful weapons and artifacts like the trophy rooms in the various Justice League headquarters.
Okay, here's Big Mr.
Superhero hideouts are notorious for being broken into. Many villains have been able to get into the Justice League headquarters and get powerful weapons to use against the heroes. These thefts just make more work for the heroes later. At one point, the Hall of Justice had the bodies of multiple villains in safekeeping, which seems reasonable since death is a revolving door. Then Blackest Night happened, and suddenly the Hall of Justice was overran by undead villains. Another example is Green Arrow keeping objects that kept his biggest secrets, that he always knew about his son Connor and abandoned him, which forced Green Arrow and Oceaner to hunt down the mementos that were taken out of the old Arrow Cave. In Green Arrow, the Archer's Quest trophy rooms look cool, but they're rarely worth the trouble they can cause. Number 2, the Joker will never stop. Batman and the Joker's rivalry is a stuff of twisted legends. The two of them are locked in a death spiral run that has seen both of them hurt the other grievously and claim the lives of thousands of innocent people. The Joker is the face of true evil, a politeness being who thinks the word is a sick joke and just wants everyone to get in on the punchline. Their war is seemingly never ending, which is why Batman not pressing for the death penalty is foolish. The Joker constantly escapes from Arkham. The Joker even kills his own henchmen. Every time the Joker breaks free, more people die. Batman is against killing, but that doesn't mean that he should try to fight to keep the Joker alive, or keep sending him back to Arkham. At some point, Batman has to realize that the Joker isn't going to stop. The Joker isn't going to get better. He's just going to keep killing and allowing him to be put in Arkham just so he can escape again is a saying. Number one, Lex Luthor is not to be trusted long term. Lex Luthor is the greatest supervillain on Earth. Lex Luthor has committed heinous acts, yet has still been able to stay mostly free and in control of LexCorp, a corporate behemoth that makes him an extreme amount of money. Lex Luthor has changed a lot over the years. But one that hasn't changed is that Lex Luthor can't be trusted. Lex Luthor ends up betraying everyone at some point. Lex Luthor and Brainiac used to team up.
Can I finish this? Did you know Lex Luthor was originally part of the Justice League?
No, I didn't know that. Now can I finish this?
Justice League.
Used to team up all the time, and Luthor was constantly trying to betray Brainiac and vice versa. Lex worked with
Listen, if you're in Metropolis or in the DC universe, don't work with Lex. You're better working with the Joker.
Lex worked with Superman to beat Zoid
With Joker, you know he's going to betray you.
in Last Son of Krypton, but his plan would have pulled Superman into the Phantom Zone with the Kryptonian criminals. Lex Luthor is always willing to do anything to meet his goals. Lex Luthor would throw in with the heroes to protect the Earth, but that's not because he's a good person, it's because the Earth is where his stuff is. Lex has helped the heroes numerous times, but there's always a covet or a secret, one that shows just what kind of person Lex is. Teaming up with Lex Luthor is sometimes necessary, but trusting him in any long-term way is a recipe for disaster. Thank you for watching this video, and peace out till the next one.